Okay, well, welcome, listeners. This is episode three. Episode three, right? We're on episode three.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
episode three of the GNL podcast. Um, what's funny is that we love you guys, and so we give you more. Last time we had one guest. Now we give you two. Good friends of the GNL community. We have Belinda, aka Soondooboo. And we also have Kiwi, aka I call her Kiwi. um, so it's kind of a reunion, sort of. We used to have a little bit of a kind of podcasty stream called the Happy Hour. So, well, probably the title would be Happy Hour Reunion, sort of, something like that.
Bracket.
Sort of. And of course, your usual host. We have Gilly Club
Hello.
back from his traveling from last week. We have Mr. Pogi
Hello.
and myself,
What is it?
Mondraco604. I don't know. Sometimes these intros are a little kind of weird. Yeah, so welcome all. And also a big thank you to all your guys' support. We are love doing this, so it sounds like yes, we are continuing to do this as much as possible. Although our next episode might be delayed a bit because the boys will be doing a little Vegas December winter trip, so we'll definitely recap that at some point. But to our guest, Belinda, how's it going? How have you been?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yes.
Been a
I've been
while.
well. Getting over an illness. I was sick all week last week. With the
Hello.
was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. No, wait. It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Wow, has it been 3? Okay. Time
Two
has
and then
flown.
3.
It's been a month.
So I think 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago I went to EDCO.
Oh, that's
And-
right. Yes.
And then I came back and got sick all of that week. And then what was last week? Last week was Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. Okay. Yeah. So I've been sick for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't have the flu anymore. I just have like a bad cough. But other than that, I'm doing
Wow,
well.
you've been
Yeah.
very, very eventful. I think the last time we had
bad.
you involved in anything was it Streamer Spotlight?
It was a year ago.
Yeah.
That was a
Streamer
year
Spotlight.
ago.
Yeah, Streamer
Yeah.
Spotlight a year ago. I was at my old apartment. Yeah, I was
That was
blind.
a year ago. It seems longer. I
Yeah.
don't know why. There's a lot has
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, it was-
Wait, how long have you known each other? Is it 2 years? 2 years.
We've known each other for 2 years, Pokey. Oh my god, speaking of that, I ruined my boots over the weekend. I'm really sad.
No. it's the
Oh
boots.
no, the boots.
The boots.
I don't like
I'm
how
actually-
I hate how you tell your chat that I don't like your boots. Your boots is pretty nice. Stop spreading
Good.
lies.
You hit me, you hated it.
I said I
Okay.
liked your boots, but it's
Okay, you can set the record straight now for everyone listening. Tell them.
I can't now. I said it once already. I said it once. I can't say it again.
You guys see this.
Oh.
I tried to give him an out and he just doesn't take it, you know.
No.
Anyway, other than that, I've been well recovering. Have like a slight cough, so sound a little congested. But other than that, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Cool.
Oh, I'm okay.
Very
Same old thing.
good.
Oh, this is Gilly, by the way, Belinda.
Oh.
You haven't met Gilly yet.
Oh yeah,
Nice
that's
to-
right.
Really? I've heard and seen you, but I've never met you officially.
He's hilarious.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, it's all true. Whatever
About
you-
Whatever you heard about Gilly, it's
Whatever
probably
you
true.
heard. It's all
Like
true.
what?
Lewd,
He
hilarious.
doesn't hate my boots. Yes.
I never seen your boots. I think.
that's-
That's why you have no opinion of it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot to do the anchor thing. Was I supposed to do
You
it?
can do it. We'll get into it.
We'll do it.
Okay.
We'll find a way.
Kiwi. Hello. You've been
Hey.
living a busy life, also.
It has been
Oh.
pretty hectic, yes.
Yeah. So because I think the last time at again another streamer spotlight, we caught you just moved in to Montreal. Canada.
Perfect pronunciation, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yes. But yeah, you used to move to Montreal, and things were happening. I don't think you really said much of what was going on, but you can just kind of give a life update to our TNL community. What's going on?
Um, so last time we all kind of sat down and did this together, I think I was in quarantine
Yeah.
in Montreal. So that was at the Airbnb that had no AC, and the days would go up to like 40 degrees. So it'd be really, really
Oh
hot.
yeah, that's
And
right.
couldn't really sleep at night. The worst Airbnb experience of my life. And like I couldn't really move or do anything because I had to stay in like one place for 2 weeks. Um Finally got a permanent living like situation in February like of this year. So it was half a year of kind of Airbnb hopping, like moving around, staying at I guess family and like friends' house, which was not great because I was basically living out of a suitcase for half a year when I first got here, and like when we first started the restaurant, like we were still living out of a suitcase.
Oh,
It was pretty tough, but yeah, like things are definitely getting easier now, even though we are just as busy-ish. Like some days are better than others. But yeah, like it's we've come a long way since we first got here to Montreal, 100%.
yeah, and I noticed on your IG, you guys got interviewed for your restaurant, so that's cool.
We did. We got interviewed by La Presse, which is like one of Montreal's. Oh, it's actually Montreal's biggest newspaper, and they actually messaged us through Instagram, just having heard about us through word of mouth, which was pretty cool. Because honestly, like we don't really do any advertising. We had a soft opening, which just meant like we opened our doors and people came in. They're like, "Are you guys open?" We're like, "Yeah, we're open. We're open now." So we haven't really done anything with the restaurant in terms of like trying to get it out there because we've just been so busy um trying to make it work, in terms of
Yeah.
like fine tuning our recipes, in terms of just doing the financial side of things like just at home in the back end, just making sure everything works. So we haven't really had the chance to do any advertising, and then this was a really great opportunity because they messaged us, they got in contact with us, and they asked if we wanted to do an interview. So we were like, hell yeah, like this is awesome, this is amazing. Kevin was very excited. I didn't really know how big the newspaper was until like basically Kevin's told his family, and his family got really excited for us. They're like, "Wow, that's massive. This is huge. This is a really good opportunity for you guys." So, yeah, I was like, this is it's happening, you know? It's finally happening after a year of us being open and like us working our asses off. Like it's it's all going
One
well.
day, Food Network. We're gonna see it in Food Network, or at least Food
Y'all
Network
should start
Canada.
like a
So
TikTok channel or something.
yeah.
Oh my god, of what? Like
Oh,
close
Funny
up
moments, you know?
oh yeah.
Make
in
it
the
Funny moments.
creative.
restaurant?
Oh
Yeah. Make
jeez.
something
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah, it's you can be creative with it. But
Yeah.
that's exciting that you got interviewed. That's really
What's
cool.
the newspaper called?
The
La
press.
Presse?
Does it mean the
Yeah.
press? Because I know
Y-
French.
Yes.
I know it.
Basically. Wow.
I'm basically French. I'm basically
Chloe.
French.
He's ready for
Thank
Montreal.
you.
He's ready to visit
He's
Montreal.
Omelette du
ready.
fromage. Yes, yes,
You know
yes.
what? Come over. I'll get you some beaver's tail. Don't worry. It's not actual beaver's tail, Pogi.
Okay,
Oh.
whatever. I'm not from the area, okay? I thought it was a real beaver tail.
All right. Well, we'll get back to the restaurant in
Mhm.
just a bit. Gilly,
Yeah.
a man back from visiting my neck of the woods. How you been,
Mhm.
man?
I've been
Been good?
good, just back to my regular schedule.
What's your
Yeah.
schedule?
Just work.
No, it's called every 2 weeks traveling.
Yeah,
Like
No, no, no,
every
no, no,
month.
no, no,
Oh, what a
no.
guy! This man is.
Yo, you want to talk about how you got me to get the A5 Wagyu? What?
Oh no, we'll talk about the Wagyu later with the
Okay.
restaurant. We'll talk about the restaurant later. But well, yeah, we'll get to that. Pogi, how you been? Good.
Oh man. Not gonna lie, it's been a rough week. Um, I lost someone in my family, so it's been a couple days of sadness. So still trying to cope, trying to stay low for a little bit this week. So still recovering, but I'm glad to be
Condolences,
here.
man.
Thank you.
Condolences, man.
I'm glad to be here.
Loss. My condolences.
Yeah. All right. Well, uh, speaking of the restaurant, yes, Gilly has came by to Vancouver, and we was it Friday night? Yeah, Friday night.
Yeah,
right?
Friday.
Friday night. He arrived at Vancouver Friday night, and we decided to go a little bougie and go to the Victor. I do highly recommend going to the Victor. It is it's a high end restaurant, but very good bread. If you ever had the bread,
What kind of
Um,
restaurant is it?
uh,
Is it like a
it's a
steakhouse?
steakhouse, but
Steakhouse?
there's a little bit of fusion. There's sushi there, like they have kind of a sushi menu stuff, but it's pretty like mostly a steakhouse.
Got it.
Um, uh, but yeah, I sold Gilly on the bread because I was like, the bread is awesome, but they only give you like
One loaf for both of us.
one whole like
Slice. I mean,
piece. Yeah, but it's really good bread. Like I remember I tried to inquire about it. It was called like Japanese milk bread or something like that. It was really weird, but yeah, the story goes we were joking about the Wagyu a lot. Because it's like,
Mhm.
are we going to steakhouse? We're gonna eat the Wagyu. It's like, I don't know, we're gonna go to the Wagyu. And it was just like, I thought Gilly really wanted the Wagyu, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go.
dude, I was beaming. I just said Wagyu the whole time, and then I was like, "Let's get Wagyu." I'm like, "Oh shoot, okay."
And then I was like, well, all right. And then he's going for it. And then there's two types of Wagyu. There's just I guess normal Wagyu, and then there's like the A5 Wagyu, which is like
The one from Japan,
the-
I think.
okay, it's in Japan.
It's the one where they
So-
massaged the cows.
And have a name for
Probably.
it.
It's short of Kobe beef, right? It's like just below that.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, okay. And then I was like, are we getting into A? Well, okay. So we were deciding the waitress comes over and it's like, okay, we kind of go for the Wagyu. And then like any good waitress, she starts, upselling us.
Oh God.
And Gilly's a yes man.
Yes.
No, Vaughn was the yes man. Vaughn was the yes man. I was like,
No,
okay,
listen.
dude. I was like, yo, should we just get like a regular steak with this? And it's like, she kind of recommended the porterhouse. I'm like, okay, Vaughn, you want the porterhouse? Okay.
Okay, but the porterhouse was actually correct because we were sharing the Wagyu anyway,
Yeah.
so we might as well share the porterhouse too. And I
Yeah.
was looking at you, and I was just like, "Are you for us? Okay, we get the
It's
porterhouse."
a lot of food, though, right? Porterhouse is huge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it was worth it. It was
Basically,
worth it. It
it's
was
a
worth it.
dinosaur
But
foot.
between two people, though, it's not too bad. It's short of a tomahawk. I was just like,
Dang.
oh,
How do you eat that
tomahawk and
properly?
a Wagyu? Which
A tomahawk. Like, how do you eat that? You're like in a fancy restaurant and you try to eat it properly. Because for me, like, I hold it like a lollipop and start eating it like that in a fancy restaurant.
you actually hold the
No
bone?
shame, right?
I lick it like a lollipop. Yeah,
No
yeah,
shame, Pokey. I'm with you.
Gotcha.
yeah.
I
Like,
think if you can pay for it and if you can afford it, you can
Hey,
eat it any way you want.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You eat the shit out of it.
yeah, man, I have like sauce all over my freaking white shirt. It happens all the
Yes.
time.
They
Yeah,
give
and
you
I was
ask
telling
for a
Gilly,
bit.
and I was telling Gilly, you know, he was like, "Oh, this is a little bougie. This is a little bougie." It's who cares, man? You're paying for this stuff. You can eat whatever you want to eat, man.
Yeah, Gil, you're paying for everything. Wait, how much is the bill?
Oh, no, I don't.
Don't leak. Don't leak.
I'm not gonna say the bill.
What else
The
you
bill
guys
was
get?
Expensive.
All right, it's more than 500.
We got
Because
drinks.
Because minus the drinks, which is not too bad.
Wait,
Can't
it
be
was
that bad.
500 minus the drinks?
It was close to, I think, that.
Yeah.
Without the drinks?
Oh, that's Canadian.
No, wait.
That's Canadian though.
Oh,
Canadian.
sorry.
Yeah.
So maybe
What?
like
It's like
400
250 American.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. Not.
I wouldn't pay $400, but that's just me.
But that's without alcohol. That's actually pretty because alcohol is usually
What kind of
without
dinosaur
alcohol.
is this coming from? Part of the dinosaur?
Dang.
Because we got Brussels sprout, we got roasted Brussels sprouts and the mashed potatoes, and that was it. So
How much was the mashed potatoes?
I
Like I think it was like $11.
Yeah.
Like US or Canadian?
Canadian.
But then that's actually really cheap then, right? If it's only 11.
Yeah, cheap
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you guys.
How much
No,
was
you said Canadian, right? So
Yeah, it was 500 for 405.
Oh, you said $11 for the mashed potato.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Gilly said. $11.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
around
remember
that.
what it was.
11 or 13. I think the Brussels sprouts was 13.
Like
So, and we shared between the
lot.
two of us, and it was
mashed
actually
potatoes.
decent.
I
Because most
respect.
of it was the meat,
I
really.
don't eat potatoes. I'm allergic, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
Really? You're allergic to potatoes?
You can't have
Yeah,
French fries or
we-
anything? I think we talked about this. I remember.
We've talked. I'm allergic to
Yeah.
nightshade, so I
Yeah, I
can't.
remember, I
Nightshade
remember.
is tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant, bell peppers.
All the
and
ADOs.
paprika.
All the ADOs, yes.
Yeah, so I've never had mashed potatoes. I've never had French fries. We've gone over this, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember.
Kid had red sauce pizza. Never. Don't really like pineapples. Okay.
Did you
Pineapple.
That's
ever
your-
have you can eat cauliflower, right? So then,
Yeah, I can have
yeah,
cauliflower.
that's probably the closest thing to.
Wait, you
potato,
never
like
had a
mashed
pizza?
cauliflower.
Yeah, I
red
was
sauce.
just
Red
thinking
sauce
that.
pizza. I haven't had. Like I can have like pesto, or
okay.
Alfredo. I can't really have too much. I'm lactose intolerant too. So you know what?
I'm
I don't
lactose
know.
intolerant, but I say fuck it. I just.
Yeah, but then you're in pain. So
You're not in pain. You're just.
You're in pain.
You're not in pain. Okay.
Here
It's
we
not
go
pain.
again.
It's not pain.
I
Here we
think
talk
it's
about
just if
poop
it's
again.
worth it or not to
Yeah.
you
I
personally.
think. So last episode we were talking about poop, and now we're talking about.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what's-
LA.
let's
We're
not
gonna
get
go
there.
there.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of good
Yeah.
food, was it worth it? Was it nice?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Oh,
Was it
yeah,
worth it at its
yeah.
price?
It was
Yes.
it was my first time at Wagyu, and that meat just melt in your mouth. Holy!
So, was
jeez.
that the best one? Like what? But how was the porterhouse?
The
Um,
porterhouse was all right,
Okay.
but I know I'm no food expert, so I'm just kind of
Okay,
like.
but you've had
not
a
too
porterhouse
bad.
before? Because I've actually never had a porterhouse. It's just too much, right? So I've never really had it. So, have you had a porterhouse before?
I haven't had a porterhouse before, but a
Oh,
porterhouse
okay,
is a cut, right? So
Yeah.
it's not. It's like the meat was. I don't know. I think after having the Wagyu, like my meat
Oh.
expectations just
Oh
went like.
no!
through the
Oh no!
roof.
This is so
Like,
bad. Anything you meet, anything else you eat now will be crap.
it's- oh man, now I need to go to like Japan. I need
Yeah.
to go to Kobe. So
So you
yeah.
had the Wagyu before the porterhouse?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, she cooked it. So
In
the
front of
porterhouse
us.
came in and she cooked
Uh-huh.
the Wagyu in front of us, and then we had like slices on our plate, so
Oh,
we
okay.
had it together. Yeah.
Wait, how much did they give you? How little was it?
It was like
A what?
slices. It was like 6 ounces altogether.
6 ounces. But I was surprised
Wow.
how big a 6 ounce was. I was actually, it's actually bigger than I thought.
Were you
Yeah,
guys satisfied? Were you guys full?
But the thing was
Yeah.
that I discovered this when we went to Miku, another great restaurant if you ever go to Vancouver. Like if the dish is very tasty, even though it's a small portions, because you go look at these, you go watch Food Network and they show all these fancy restaurants, and it's like the plate is huge, but the portion of the food is like
A pinky.
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so tasty that I felt full. Like I was just like, oh wow, I'm like, this is actually, I'm actually full. I don't know. It's
Interesting.
really weird. Like if something tastes really good, it's like
It fills you up more.
it fills you up more. I guess it's like a satisfaction in your head that you're just like
Wow.
your hunger is fulfilled.
Your taste buds sound so sophisticated.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
we
like,
have You had
If
like
it's-
8 servings, right, Vaughn? Like 8?
I mean,
Huh?
that's different. But if it's like for me, good food's good food. But if it's good and I'm still hungry, I'm gonna
I'll
want
give you-
some more.
same
Yeah.
way, same way.
Yeah. So it's an interesting concept you have there. I have not reached that revelation yet.
it might be the boomer in me and just all the experience I've had with restaurants. I don't know. I'm just lucky with my friends are not bougie, but they're I don't know. Vancouver has like high
Good
expectations
food.
for
I've
food.
heard
Yeah.
Vancouver has
So
really good food
yeah.
there.
So
Fish,
kind of
right?
like you kind of I went from an all you can eat like sushi phase where I was just like I just want sushi, and then I went to one restaurant where the sushi was so good and
Mhm.
that all you can eat was just like no I can't like
Yeah.
unless
I
I'm traveling
love all you
somewhere.
can eat sushi.
Yeah,
That's what we do all the
yeah,
time.
but
I
I'm in
can't.
Vancouver. It's just like, oh, when you can go to this other restaurant and it's not too bad price wise, you start to like all you can eat is just like, I don't
Yeah.
Oh
know.
man,
I used to
I'm not,
love all you can eat.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I need,
Wait
I
till
need
you come to
couple weeks.
Vancouver,
quantity.
Bogey.
I need
Wait till you
quantity.
come to Vancouver. Wait till you
Just
come eat
go
at
visit
Vancouver.
them. Your life will be changed apparently.
Hey,
No, I
Okay.
used to love all
but
you can eat too. And I mean, I think it's like if you find a really good place to go get all you can eat, that's great. I just there aren't that
yeah,
many places here in Atlanta that I particularly like because they still price like even for the ones where you can get like all you can eat sushi, they price it at so high that I would rather go to a sushi place and order the ones that I want, right? And get that instead. So there is a difference in my opinion when I go eat. So that's why for the ones here in Atlanta, at least, they're not that great. Although I haven't been to one in 3 years, so I'm always, places can change, right? So I'd be willing to
I'm very
try.
curious how sushi is on the East Coast. Because
Uh,
that's just when I go to the East
yeah,
Coast, I actually want to go to a
We
sushi
got good
place just to be
sushi here.
like,
We got good sushi
I
here.
just want to, I
yeah.
want to see how
I
it
think it's
is.
pretty good, and it also
Yeah,
depends on where you go and how they import their fish and all that stuff.
yeah,
So,
because
but yeah, there's
importing
a
is well.
couple. Mhm. There's some good ones. I think I haven't been to like a good place like let's say up in New York, but I've heard some of my friends who live up there also really like some of the places you can get there. So yeah, it just depends. There's a lot of good Asian food here though.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
also here
I would
too.
imagine so.
Mm.
Yeah, that's.
Can't wait
I
to go
do
to New
notice
York
that.
for the Asian food.
Oh yeah, Kiwi's going to New York.
Yeah.
Oh, when are you going? Like soon?
I'm gonna be in New York from the 26th until the 1st of January.
Oh, so you're gonna be in America for the New Year, like celebrating, right?
Yeah,
Is what you said?
but
Yeah.
You're
I don't think
leaving New Year.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything on New Year's Eve because I
Mhm.
think that like New York is gonna get a bit crazy.
Okay.
We're probably just gonna have like dinner reservations on New
Ooh,
Year's Eve.
Oh, you need to do that
fancy.
now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Apparently,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like
yeah.
apparently it's packed and crazy.
Well,
Especially after a pandemic.
Yeah.
there's a
lockdown.
restaurant. There's a Japanese restaurant in New York called I think Nobu, and they take reservations starting on December 1st for the month of December. So like December 1st, I think 8 a.m.
Ah.
PST. So I set an alarm to wake up in time to like make
Yeah.
reservations.
All right. If that doesn't work out, just call me.
Yeah.
I'll do reservations to Wendy's or McDonald's for you guys.
There you go.
Sounds
I've never had Wendy's.
What? Wait, what?
What?
Well, I don't eat a lot of fast food, right?
Oh,
Considering my allergies, but
Oh,
I just don't eat a lot of fast food. I'm a pretty healthy eater, so yeah, I don't eat a lot of fast food. So yeah, I've never had Wendy's, Arby's. I've never had Taco Bell.
You're not missing much.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
say
not-
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Wendy's is up there
Really?
for me. Like, if I had to pick In-N-Out or Wendy's, I would pick.
Boogie,
I'll
your tier
pick-
list. What's your tier list? What's your tier list on fast food?
Oh,
Oh, it's
just top three, just top
Yeah,
three.
top
or-
three.
it's
Yeah.
Is Wendy's,
Oh my
In-N-Out, and
Oh, no.
McDonald's.
In that
Why?
order?
Why? Like, what do you like about Wendy's? Is it the fries? Is it? What order would you get at Wendy's?
My order will be large fries, a double stack, and if I'm feeling extra hungry, I'll put in 6-piece chicken nuggets. And
Oh,
it's
a
cheap.
double what?
Yeah,
A double
what?
stack. It's like a double cheeseburger, but it's called a double stack.
Oh.
And it's
Yeah.
Oh,
like
double
but it's like-
stack.
it's like $1.50.
Patties. Yeah,
It's
two patties.
$1.50.
Wait,
I don't
actually?
know if I would
Yeah.
trust any like
Exact- which,
burger
I
that
mean,
costs $1.50.
Damn, Gilly.
That's what's
Us
fast
in
food.
Canada,
Oh.
we're just
It's like $4
we are
over here.
taxed. I know, man. It's
Yeah.
like it's expensive up
It's really
I-
good.
there.
That's not healthy for you. It can't be.
It's not healthy.
I
But it
also
tastes
don't
good.
eat a lot. I don't eat a lot of burgers because I didn't start eating. Well, I used to be a pescatarian too, so
Mm.
I've gone through all kinds of things. Well, I used to be a vegetarian, got really sick, and then became a pescatarian. But I didn't eat well, so I kind of my health kind of deteriorated after doing that for 5.5 years, and then I
Yeah.
started eating meat again. But prior to that, I didn't really eat a lot of beef, right? Prior to being like a vegetarian, a pescatarian. So I had my first steak when I
Life
was
changer.
no, I mean it was good, but I wouldn't eat it every day. I had my first steak in college, I think.
Oh, give us
Yeah.
context on press.
Pescatarian, pescatarian
Yeah.
is seafood vegetarian.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another word that sounds similar. It's a religion though. I forgot.
Yeah, it sounded entirely.
Presbyterian.
Pescatarian, yeah.
All the listeners are like, "Hey, she's talking about religion?
No,
I didn't know religion.
pescatarian. Yeah.
Diet."
No, I just threw religion in there. No,
Yeah.
pescatarian. Pescar is like I think is a Latin root for fish or something.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But fast food. Okay, so who else eats like lots of fast food here?
I do.
What's your
Oh, yeah.
top three?
Oh jeez. I can't think. There's just so many.
Oh my goodness.
But
I think-
keep it local. Don't or Pogi actually did say In and Out. So yeah, you can guess you can.
I think In-N-Out, Harvey's, and
I don't know what Harvey's is. That's Canadian.
McDonald's. Yeah, it's Canadian.
Yeah,
Actually, I
Harvey's
think I put
Canadian.
Harvey's number one.
Harvey's. Harvey's is a
Junior.
I've
Is Harvey's Carl's Jr.? It's
I've
just
seen a
different
Harvey's in
names,
America.
right?
No.
Really?
No, wait, hold on. What's a Harvey's?
No,
What's it look
Carl's
like?
Jr.
I know who
I think
Steve
it's
is.
only
That
Canadian.
from Steve Harvey because I know he has a restaurant.
No.
Or is it a Hardy? Is Hardy one? I don't know.
No.
Hardee's. There's Hardee's, but this is
Is
Harvey's.
that with the star? Is that with the star? The Harvey? Hardee's?
Hardee's is. I know it's down. No. Hardee's is
You know,
down where you're because I watched
Yeah.
NASCAR racing and one of the cars was sponsored by Hardee's.
Yeah, Hardee's is a fast food. It's the one with the star.
Yeah, we don't have that. We have Harvey's with a V.
Okay, I don't know what that
Harvey.
is. Too many.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Hardee's. It's a southeast.
It's from the
fast
Hardy
food.
Boys.
What does Harvey's look like? How do you spell it?
From WWE.
Harvey's HARV. V as in Victor. EY.
Fast
Say
food.
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, so.
Like
Cool.
their burgers taste like really good. It's like I don't know how to describe it.
Oh,
Oh, I've never.
my
seen that.
sleeper. My sleeper is Red Robin. Sleeper.
That's an interesting one. Actually, Red Robin's has they're interesting burgers.
But that's not really fast food, but it's just it's a
no,
restaurant.
yeah.
Would you consider like Zaxby's fast food then?
What's that?
Who's that?
Zaxby's kind of sit down.
Wait, Zaxby's is it's totally
I-
American. Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't know?
it's an American thing, but I know of it.
Wait.
Never heard of it.
Pokey doesn't know what that is.
I don't know what it is.
It's the
I
chicken
don't-
place.
Chick-fil-A?
No, it's like a Chick-fil-A. It's Zaxby's.
Oh,
It's chicken.
Popeyes. Yeah, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Do you really not know?
No, I never heard of it.
Is it a West Coast thing?
Is it New York?
It's
It's an East
it's a
Coast
southeast. It's a southeast thing.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a fast food.
Yeah.
It's fast casual restaurant offering chicken wings.
Yeah, in New York.
I think
never heard of
they
it.
were in a controversy lately, though, because the owner's son was like murdered or something. It was something.
Zaxby's?
crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
it's something
wait.
crazy.
I heard something like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I watched NASCAR racing, and then like the son was in it, and he was, of course, the family sponsored his car, and then something where like he got murdered because of a jealous like ex-husband or something.
Oh, I've seen
like
that
It was
before,
pretty
Netflix.
crazy, so yeah,
Dang.
it sounds like it's going to be a Netflix special. So I don't
It
know.
does.
So, but actually, restaurant wise, Gilly, you went to Montreal also. We didn't
Yeah.
discuss. We kind of discussed a little bit of the trip. So, how was the restaurant? Actually, you know what, Kiwi, you never even said the name of your restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant.
Plug the restaurant. This is where you can plug the restaurant. If you go to Montreal, where should they go?
And then why? What kind of food do you guys serve? Tell us. Tell us.
Please.
So the restaurant is called Krapow, which is Krawopow, sorry.
We'll put a
And
link.
it means basil in Thai. And our signature dish is basically a beef krapow, which is like minced beef, with like oyster sauce, fish sauce, garlic, chili, and the
Sounds
main
good.
ingredient basil. Yeah, it's very flavorful. You've got a little bit of like sweetness, a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of spiciness in it. It's got like like the three trinity of like Asian flavors in it. Um, so yeah, we serve a bunch of Southeast Asian food, not just Thai, but we have a dish called pule sambal belacan, which is from Malaysia, and then our beef rendang is from Indonesia. Our menu is very limited. I think we only have we have like 5 items on our menu. It's very small. Our restaurant is also very small. There's very limited seating. It's more of like a we we made it with the concept of it being more of a takeout kind of place, like just a quick, like Asian
Mhm.
street food stir
Street
fry
food,
like
yeah.
style where you
Yeah.
just you come in, you place your order, it's 10 minutes, it's like ready because we just toss everything together and fry it up and everything's been like pre-marinated. Um so then you're like good to go. You can eat inside, or you can take it home and enjoy it.
What
Do
did
you?
what did you stuff Gilly with? Do you
So
remember
he
what
got the
he
chicken, because I told him to get the chicken. It's my favorite thing on the menu. Um, it did you enjoy it, Billy?
Yeah, I really liked it because I think it's the first time I ever tried something like that. Like the
Mhm.
way like it was like spice and like the coconut and stuff. So it was
Yes.
really good.
So the thing Gilly had was the pule sambal belacan, which is a Malaysian style like shrimp paste chicken marinade dish. So it's I can't really describe the flavors because it is very unique. Like I don't know if you guys have had shrimp paste marinated like dishes before, but you get that really strong taste and it's very unique. It's definitely like I don't think it's for everyone, but personally I really do think like it just kind of captures like Southeast Asia in a dish. It's really good. Yes.
So you said that this is the concept of your restaurant is more to do a lot more takeout. Do you guys get a lot more of that, or do you guys have long lines for dine-ins?
It's mostly takeout, yeah.
Okay.
If people will sit down if there's a place, especially now with the weather getting a lot colder in
Right.
Montreal and Canada specifically, like
Yeah.
it's verging on like every day is like a minus day now. It like autumn is basically over, winter is here.
Yeah.
Um, we find that there's a lot more people dining in. Like we bought new tables since you were last here, Gilly. So there is a lot more
Oh,
seating options available. I think we've got about like
Math is hard.
like 16. I'm just counting all the seats in the
Nice.
restaurant. We've got 16 seats available.
oh, okay.
It's very
For
small,
people.
so but
Yeah,
yeah.
it is
Yeah.
small. It's a
Yeah.
very small
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Like the kitchen is tiny. It's an open concept kitchen. So like you go into the restaurant, you see the counter, you see the tables on the left-hand side, and then the kitchen's right there at the end of the restaurant. So like you can see into the kitchen, you can see the people making your food, you can watch it being prepared, you can literally watch the process of it going from like the pan to the plate, from the plate on the counter to your table. It's you can see it all. Like
It
there's
That's
sounds
nothing
cool.
to hide.
very like street foodish, like those scenes in like I remember in Crazy Rich Asians when they were in Singapore and they eat in the street food area. So it just sounds like the concept's kind of the same. Like you literally are watching your food getting made. Like you do your
Yeah, like
order and you just watch your
if you
food
go
made and you just
to
take it.
exactly, if you go to say Thailand and you sit down at like a side street restaurant and usually the kitchen will be like right there and you'll have this main like chef with his wok and like all these ingredients around him, and he'll just start throwing stuff in his wok, and you'll just see all these like flames and fire. Of course, there's like no flames and fire in our restaurant just for safety.
There's no show. There's no show.
But yeah, like it's you get to watch your food being made, and it doesn't take long unless there is a bit of like a queue per se. Like we also do online orders, so we're on all three platforms here in Canada. We do Uber, we do Skip, and we do DoorDash. So on a Friday night is when we're definitely our most busiest, and wait time can be up to an hour for your food. So
Oh.
That's
Oh.
good to hear, though, that you guys
Yeah.
are busy. That's awesome.
it is, but we also feel bad because it just like
You
people
can't serve
have,
enough.
we've told people before, we're just like, oh, it's gonna be like at least a 45-minute wait time. Is that okay? And then we've had people tell us like it's worth it. And so
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
That's the
I know
best
it really
comment.
like I'm just there like that's so nice of them to say.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's such
I
a
can't
great
wait to go to
compliment.
Montreal. I can't wait to go to Montreal and visit you guys.
Over.
Hopefully, hopefully some work can get me there free.
You know,
And
you're
I'll be
talking
like,
about the food scene in Vancouver, but Montreal actually,
they have
I
really good
think,
food there.
yeah. So Montreal has. I don't really want to like brag, but
Oh,
Brag, brag,
Montreal is
brag.
You're
considered
over.
Yeah.
Brag.
Do
Montreal is
Say it.
considered the
Just
best
Just say it.
food city in Canada.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
actually think it is too. I think it is too. Like honestly, like I know Toronto I know their Caribbean is really good in Toronto.
Mhm.
But Montreal probably is like hands down like from um from a couple of friends, and I have an acquaintance friend with a food blogger, but like she's always in Montreal. Like every time she has like something high end or something like that, it's always Montreal. And I remember eating in Quebec City, which is north of Montreal, and I had Italian food, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is really really good!" And one of my colleagues was said, "This is probably the closest you'll ever get to like real Italian is in Montreal,
Mhm.
because it's just so close to Europe and just the food and everything. Like, I'm
I
not
mean,
surprised that
you
it's
also get a lot
really
of like
good.
French influence
Yeah,
in Montreal, like in Quebec, especially because yeah, for obvious reasons. And you also get a lot of, I feel like you also get a lot of immigrants from
yeah.
European countries that come to Montreal specifically. And so I do think that you get a lot of like genuinely like authentic cuisine from different cultures around the world here.
One of the things too about Montreal is that I watch Formula One. So Formula One racing goes around the world, and when Formula One gets back to Montreal, but a lot of the drivers and teams have said Montreal is their favorite stop,
Oh,
like
For
hands down,
anything,
like
for
for
food.
anything throughout
for
the whole
anything.
tour, for
Okay.
anything from like
Okay.
experience wise, they said out of like they were asking a couple drivers like what was your most favorite stop, especially drivers from before who are not in Formula One, and they
Mhm.
were all saying Montreal was hands down the best place to visit because the whole city is a party, like, and on top of that, like they get food from, like, the food they eat is basically Europe, right? It's like similar to Europe,
Mhm.
so it's like they're eating um
Mhm.
from back home. So,
It's also a
but
walking city. Like when Gilly came, he walked everywhere. He spent the whole day walking, and then when we finally met up for dinner, he's like, "Oh, I feel so much better now sitting down." So no, Montreal, like that's the thing that I've noticed about when I went to Toronto is that I kind of expected because Montreal was the only city I've ever visited like in Canada ever since getting here. So when I first went to Toronto for the first time, um, it was very different. I did not expect it to be so big. I did not expect everything to be so spaced out. Like you can't really get from like point A to point B without driving there. Like I just don't think you
yeah,
can walk anywhere in Toronto just because they're all so far from
yeah.
each other. Whereas like in Montreal, you can you can just walk everywhere. It is a walking city. It's really good in that way where it's like everything is just so closely like packed together, so you
Well,
can
you
walk.
are stuck in an island, technically.
We are. And
So,
yeah.
Is it
So
big or
Lonely
is
Island.
it how big or small is Montreal?
I'm looking
so
at my
I
map right
would
now.
say from one end of the island to the other is probably like an hour drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty small, but Montreal does kind of extend to off the island as well. But I
Mhm.
don't really go there.
Oh,
So
it's right there. What the heck? Is that close to us? Close
yeah,
to New
I'm
York?
right above you. I'm right above
Yeah.
New York and like New Jersey. So like going down to New York is literally
that
the
long.
same time as driving to Toronto. It takes the
Yeah.
exact same time.
You want to tell the story about the squirrels in the park?
Oh, okay. To give context, a lot of us were browsing our Instagram stories, and all of a sudden,
Is the color
I
of the
go
squirrel?
by Kiwi's. Kiwi's has a story. I'm like, oh, she's filming these cute little squirrels running around. La, da, da, yeah. And just like one of those TikToks or one of those things go incredibly wrong at the very, very end where I see a squirrel just jump at you. And I was like, whoa. I was
Like
just like,
literally,
You got
when I
attacked by a squirrel?
I did.
Why are you filming me?
I bought some nuts to the park because I wanted to feed the squirrels and they were getting really fat for the winter, right? And they were so freaking cute and adorable. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fatten them up a bit so they're like good to go for the winter hibernation. So I got a bag of nuts with me and I started like just tossing it around.
Oh, like Snow White.
Yeah, well, I think Snow White has like more
birds
finesse, you know.
everywhere.
I was just kind of like just literally throwing it onto the floor because I was scared. Yeah, I was trying to
Chucked at
aim
them.
for them, so I was like throwing it at their
Oh,
heads.
playing
but
dodgeball. Gotcha.
but they would catch it. It would land like right in front of them. Sometimes it would land like in front of them on
Did you hit one?
some leaves. No, I didn't hit any squirrels. No squirrels were harmed. Only me.
I didn't. So wait, what happened then?
So then I started getting a crowd of squirrels around me.
Wow.
And I have tried feeding squirrels before from like my hand. I've tried offering them nuts from my hands and I've got bitten before by them. So I've learned not to do that. And so I
Yeah.
kind of like kept my distance. I didn't bend down or like give them nuts personally. I just kind of tossed it on the floor because I was a bit scared. They were still so cute, right? And I was just videotaping this like crowd of squirrels that were gathering around me. Like, unbeknownst to me, there was this one squirrel off to my right that was just sitting there waiting patiently for nuts. And I think it was waiting for a while because as soon as I got to it, it fucking like leaped up at the camera at me. And I turned to my camera and I screamed. It actually came onto my chest, and as soon as I
Oh, no.
screamed and like kind of
Oh my god.
You threw it. You did that.
they've got pretty like sharp claws.
Yeah, they do.
I screamed, and I think as soon as it heard me like just cry out, it got really scared and it just bounced off me and started running away, and then all the squirrels just kind of ran away. And
Oh my god.
people were looking at me really, really funny because
I would laugh.
I think
The
it was
squirrel
either
lady.
like a Saturday or a Sunday, like in the morning at the park. So a lot of people were just taking like their leisurely, like nice morning stroll.
Wait,
And this
who are
Is
you
there a
with?
video? There's a
scream.
video of this, right?
There,
Yeah, it was.
There
on
I
the
want to
is.
see it. I want to see it. Someone has to send it to me later. I need to see this
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, we can send it to Mona later. Yeah, it
I
was
just-
funny.
Are you okay? Were
No,
you okay? Like, did they bite you or anything?
They didn't bite me. I was just really surprised that a squirrel actually leaped up at me to get nuts. But yeah, like I I was still recording when that happened, so like you could hear me like scream as I was like pulling the phone away.
Don't mess with me, girl.
Yeah.
It was very terrifying though, because these girls are really fat. Like you have to know they're fat.
I would shit my pants. That sounds really scary. Oh my god.
They're actually really scary. Like
Wait,
I don't know.
who are
So
you
what we
with?
learned,
Girls are so scary.
no more feeding the squirrels.
Honestly, I still think they're cute, just like maybe from afar.
Maybe like throw like snow
You
away.
should throw it at them.
No, okay, I'll make it worse.
Throw it at their face.
Throw
Or
it.
catch it.
Throw it far away and then run off. or
Wait,
something.
who are you with, Kiwi?
I was with Kevin and Kenji. Like he was taking the dog for a walk, and I just kind of
Was Kevin laughing? Was he
he
concerned?
looked very confused because he was just walking the dog, and he kind of walked upwards. Right? He was like some way along the path, and then like both him and Kenji were just stopped walking, and they kind of like looked at me. And
I would have started laughing.
I went back to them and I was like, "Oh my god, this girl tried to attack me."
Oh, that's so. I'm
that-
glad you're okay, but that's really funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
made me laugh.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories, like Gilly, you did enjoy the Montreal nightlife. I remember Pogi the story. You're like, why
Or-
did you?
Yeah,
No,
hashtag
his
high.
Instagram story. Yeah.
The fuck is hashtag high?
Oh,
Wait, what?
Kiwi.
Don't
Kiwi.
understand.
I don't know what's going
Okay.
on.
So what was happening? Okay, you met up with
It
Kiwi.
was,
Where were you guys?
We went to what restaurant was it?
We went to a Japanese restaurant called Sooondooboo. We got a really huge, like 750 milliliter bottle of sake,
Okay.
and we shared that between the three of us. And then after that, I think we also got like a smaller, like 300 milliliter bottle because we weren't done yet.
Oh,
So
Gilly
we
was good
also-
after 2 drinks.
We shared that, and
Okay,
then
wait. To be
afterwards we went back to the plateau because Kevin and I had to basically like check the night shift. They were closing up for the night and wrapping up, so we had to just make sure everything was like in order. So we went back to the plateau, and then we found a bar, West Shefford, and they had like a stand-up night, but everything was in French, and we didn't really understand anything. And I think like we were both pretty drunk at this point because Gilly kept coming over to me. He's like, "Do you know what they're saying?" And I was like, I was trying to concentrate as much as possible, like to see if I could pick up any words that I could remember from my French classes. But no, not in fully formed structured sentences. Like whilst I was drunk, I couldn't understand a single thing that guy was saying. And we had probably like over 5 more shots each.
Oh, Gilly got fucked.
okay, to be fair, that was the first time. The most I was like drinking since like
Yeah,
before pandemic.
yeah, sure.
And then Q was like, "Yo, sake bombs." I'm like, okay.
I don't
He's a
even
yes
remember
man.
the sake bombs.
You don't
Yes,
remember?
we had
Oh man.
we had bottles of sake, but we also had sake bombs. I remember.
Wait, did you order tequila too? I can't remember.
Yeah, I ordered tequila by the end of the night. I also
I can't party with you
Oh,
guys.
I hope you
Hey,
got
Belinda,
okay.
can you drink like that, Belinda?
Not after what happened this weekend. I can't.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
How'd you think I ruined my shoes, Pogi?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's
Oh,
so
no.
tragic.
Hold on.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Wait, okay. So how did the hashtag high happen then?
I have no idea. I was just on my Instagram like story, and I was just like doing random stuff with Kiwi.
And then why high?
He can't remember because he
Maybe
was fucked.
there's no reason behind it, Rebel. Maybe
Yeah.
it was just an in the moment
Maybe it
thing
was
that
just maybe it was just the
We
start
don't
of
question
something.
these things.
Yeah.
You gotta be there.
Okay,
No.
after how many glasses till Gilly got he fucked up? 2? 3?
I think he still had his footing, after the Japanese restaurant, but as soon as we took the tequila shots at the stand-up bar, that was when like it started to just get
I
it just
know why
started to
Poggy's asking.
spiral.
He's doing his research right now. Poggy's doing his research right now for
Are you gonna
Vegas.
ask me how many drinks it takes me, Rebel?
I think you're I think you're a tank, dude. I think you could drink a
Yeah,
lot.
I think you're a tank
the fuck?
also.
Every
Yeah.
stream you do, you want to do a
You're-
drinking stream. Like
I
You're
remember you had
Southeast
to
Asian.
you had to like get the
Veteran.
Uber for me. Like you took my
Yeah.
phone, you got my Uber. I was surprised you knew where I was staying.
Well, I asked you, I was like, what's your
Oh, you did?
hotel? You told me your hotel. I put your
Oh
hotel
man,
in.
Poggy, Logan better be on his game. You guys are gonna
Oh,
be
man.
like, he's gonna be babysitting people.
Once
One of
I
the last things I
one-
remembered was getting to the Uber. I was like the queue was like the bottle.
Yeah, he really wanted to keep the sake, the 700 milliliter bottle of sake as like a souvenir. So I was like, don't forget the bottle. And I gave him the bottle,
I was just holding it the whole car
Priorities.
ride.
just clutching it. I was like,
just holding it like a little baby.
Oh.
did you forget?
But no, I actually have it here.
Oh my God. You
Wait,
did.
what does it look like? Show us.
It's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was good
well,
in
In
a
a case.
Speaking of partying, well then the boots. What happened
Oh,
with
yeah.
the boots?
Oh my god, it's yeah, I don't know, man. Lexi
What
happened.
happened this
Like,
weekend?
who?
for me, I have to eat a lot, right? If I want to drink, and I hadn't eaten anything that day. But if you know my girlfriend Lexi, I love her. When I come in,
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
she greets me with cocktail, and each cocktail has 2 shots of gin in it.
She's
So,
dangerous. I'm saying she's dangerous.
And we have 2 cocktails before eating.
I like her
So
already.
She gave me snacks. So I'm at this point I'm 4 shots in without any food. Snacks. So we go to the restaurant, or I order myself a cocktail. Eat, but we don't eat a lot, so that's the problem. So here I'm 4 shots, 1 drink in. Go to the bar, get a another cocktail. So, and then we made friends with the bartenders. Yay!
Oh,
That's what I do all the time.
dangerous. That's even more dangerous.
That's what
They
you do all the
gave us
time.
2 shots of tequila. Yeah, that was it.
Tequila always
Okay,
starts the
then-
party
And
off
then what happened to the boots? Just kick someone?
every
What'd you do?
time.
No, no, I didn't kick anybody. I just threw up.
Still.
Oh
No.
Everyone going to TwitchCon? We're all going to TwitchCon, right?
I'm so upset. Do you know these boots are very expensive?
Oh, I know.
It was let's just say it was a very expensive night for me. Okay, so it was so bad. It was so bad. We'll just say that it was so bad.
Wait, is everyone going to TwitchCon?
Yeah, I think so. If it's
Alright.
still happening.
We're gonna party it up then. I'll make sure everyone's having a great time.
Oh no. Oh no.
And also speaking of partying, how was EDC?
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Wait, is that your first EDC?
Yeah, that was my first
okay.
EDC.
Yeah.
It was great. It was cold, and in my
Really?
pictures,
Orlando?
yeah,
Orlando? It was pretty cold.
yeah,
Orlando, or was
it
just-
started getting cold in the evening. It went down to like 40s in the evening,
Oh,
so it got
okay,
really
that's
cold.
pretty-
And I was pretty clothed, considering what a lot of people were wearing. But my friends got these emergency ponchos and blankets, so you can see me sporting that a lot. So I look like I'm just in the poncho. But it was a lot of fun.
Oh no.
Excuse me, I was coughing. So it was a lot of fun. I think my favorite DJs was Dabin. I've never seen him live, so he was really, really good. Zen was great. Surprising DJ. Oh my god. Diesel. Shaq.
Shaq. You know what? I knew Shaq was messing around with DJing, but I didn't know he was like
He is so
headlining,
good.
like festivals. I didn't know he's actually headlining festivals.
This is my second. This is my second time seeing Shaq. Because the first time I saw him was in 2019 at Imagine festival here in Atlanta. So this is my second time, and he was so good. Like talking about mixing EDM with some ratchet music, it was great. So he was really surprisingly a surprise one for me, and I really liked him. I think those were my favorites that I saw. Who else was it?
I do like ratchet music.
Excision. Yeah. Excision was good. Yeah, some fun stuff. So yeah, it was a fun time. It was a great. I got to meet some people that I haven't met, so I got to make some new friends. It was just a really good bonding experience. Most of my crewmates went, so it was really fun. I don't think I can do it again. 3 days is a lot. It's a lot. And I'm supposed to go to EDC Vegas, was apparently a lot more because you party till 5 o'clock in the morning apparently. Because all the sets would end at 12, but apparently in Vegas it doesn't end till like 3 to 5 in the morning. You basically see the sunlight. I don't know if I can do that. So
I think it just goes on all day because then you have the day clubs and then you go to the day club and you just keep on partying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if my 50-year-old body can handle it. So I'm
50-year-old body.
Yeah, so that's awful. So it's yeah, I'm good. I think I'm gonna retire.
No, man, I've been having that mindset. I'm like, dude, I wish I was younger. I wish I was like 5 years younger. I could do the things I wanted to do. But
hey, when you go to Vegas, you can be whoever you want, buddy.
I don't know, man.
You can be whoever you want.
I'm exhausted just thinking about it already.
No,
But Gilly will have a good time for sure.
Oh no!
Once I see Gilly coming, we're gonna find like a little bar area in the airport. We're gonna take a shot. Not myself particularly, just Gilly.
Oh.
Just Gilly?
Just Gilly.
Wait, Logan's gonna be there too, right?
Do you still drink? I feel like every time we ever have like a happy hour thing, he drinks very little.
I don't drink.
Or nothing at all. Or like soju. That's all you drink.
I don't
you
drink.
Drink it?
I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, I remember him saying that ever since his like diet or something, like you just lost your liver has been like.
I'm a healthy boy.
Yeah,
I'm a good boy. I'm an angel.
So when we meet up in New York,
we're not drinking.
I'm gonna take you to. I'm gonna treat you to an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue.
Oh, I'm down for that.
I'll treat you to.
No. I'll treat you guys.
I'll treat you because
no. You're in my hood.
All right, I'll treat you.
Classic Asian fighting over the bill.
But there's a catch.
But you have to drink some soju with me. It's soju. We'll get flavored ones. It'll be fun.
You have to drink with Pimtard.
Yeah, the three of us. Not with Kenji. Even though he's coming. We're gonna be road tripping with all of our pets in the car with us.
Nice.
Aww.
Oh, it's gonna be like a little white Christmas like in the movies. Aww.
Wait, how was it at the border though?
They just need all their vaccines, so you just need to provide them with like their.
Do you need a test?
Do I need a test? Yeah. We need to get tested before we go.
Gotcha.
And we also need to get tested on the way back, but we need to get tested on the way. No, we actually don't need to get tested to go into the US, but we need to get tested when we come back to Canada.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, unless it's 72 hours, I think.
Wait, you don't need to get tested? You don't need to get tested going in?
Ain't that did they initiate that already? Did they implement that yet? 72 hours? It's like, because some people were saying that they would just cross the border and then come back within the 72 hours and then they'll be fine. I don't know if they implement.
I'm not sure. Yet.
So,
how much are tests for you guys to go back to Canada?
If we have insurance, it's free because the US has free COVID testing for people, so it's pretty good. But yeah, if we do tests here in Canada, it's very expensive. So like if you were to come to Canada and then have to get a test to go back to the US, the Canadian government will not pay for you. Even if you have insurance, you have to pay for yourself.
Yeah, but it's the cheaper test right?
It's a rapid antigen. It's like $80. Yeah.
It's $80.
Dude, I could give it to you guys for free. Like I'll give you the test.
PCR.
No, but like the antigen is to get from Canada to the US.
Yeah, you need a PCR
from
one.
the US to Canada, it's
I could give you that for free as well.
No, but that's like if you fly though. You need it if you fly.
Right.
disclaimer to everyone listening: just make sure you check with your government
Please,
website
because these are very
whenever
Before
you're
you
traveling.
travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take our talk with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Things could change by the time you're listening to this.
exactly. They're
Yeah.
always changing. Like
Yeah,
can
it's
believe-
actually pretty crazy how fast they're changing
Mhm.
everything. And I think now Southern Africa there is a variant, and now all travel to Southern Africa now is
It's a new
locked down.
variant.
Yeah, unfortunately. So people, please get your vaccinations and wear your mask. I
I'm
want to
a-
go to TwitchCon in
I'm a-
October, please.
I've been an anti-masker, man. It's been bad.
So,
Oh no.
but oh, you know, hopefully we'll pass by October and we can all see our communities and everything. Speaking of community, Belinda, you had your first tournament, I believe, the Bofu Bowl. We had one participant also who's in this podcast.
Yeah.
How do you rate his performance? Oh, actually, first of all, how was the tournament? How
That was your first
tournament?
one. Yeah.
How did
That
you
first
feel about
one.
going in your community? And then we'll talk about the performance of a certain person in this podcast.
I did great.
You did great, Pogi. It was really great. It was my first time hosting a tournament, and it was called the Bofu Bowl. It's a League of Legends tournament. And yeah, it's just I know that most of my community we play a lot of League of Legends, right? So it's just
That's an understatement. That is
Yeah.
an understatement.
okay. It's because I play a lot. Okay, so I'm an addict. But yeah, it was really fun. So I decided to host a tournament for the community, and it was great. Obviously, a lot of things we could improve on, but overall, the overall consensus was met with good reviews, positive reviews, and they want to have more. So we'll probably try to have at least two next year. But we have a surprise twist at the end.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna have one towards December. It's going to be the Bofu Bowl Squid Game edition.
Oh, surprising.
Yeah.
I like this.
So anyone can join.
Podcast exclusive.
Yeah, this is no one. Yeah, so the sign up is going to be sent sometime next week, so you guys can anyone who wants to enter can sign up. Obviously, you won't know if you watch Squid Game, you won't know what the games are until you join. And if you make it to the end, you win a prize. So, but yeah, so there is that. So it'd be really fun. We have some kind of concepts that we want to try with. So it'll be very different, and we'll see how well it is received. And if it is, we'll try to have something like that to spin off of the Bofu Bowl, where it's not so structured, right? Since it was like we had 8 teams, right, for the Bofu Bowl. So it was really fun. It was great. It was very long. So I'm glad I had someone to help me stream it. Because I wanted to I wanted to showcase everyone that was participating, right? But Pogi was one of the participants. He was a support for Team Ted Bush.
Funny guy.
I know. Huh?
It's a funny guy.
Yeah. No, Ted's great. We love Ted. He has like a thing named after him, Ted Bush. You know, when you're just hiding in a bush and then pounds at people.
He's very good at smiting.
Ted
He's
Bush.
very good at smiting.
Oh my god, yeah. No, but it was fun.
I
yeah,
love the name, by the way. The Bofu Bowl. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. So Bofu, because my emote's Bofu, we're the Bofu house. So yeah, but it was really fun. I really like it. And I'm hoping to have more in the future.
Yes.
And hopefully Pogi will continue to join the games. You
I had
know?
a good time, man. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Legit, I think
Good.
my most favorite part was just meeting new people, and like we practiced maybe 3 weeks before, 4 weeks before, and I think during those time was more like I had a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah, that was like my favorite part, just meeting people, playing with them constantly, and then during the tournament, I thought we could win the whole thing, but it didn't turn out the way we wanted. The best team wins, but we still had a good time.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams practiced, and
Yeah.
people had different strategies involved. So it's really nice. I think definitely Pogi's team was like a big contender. Everyone was actually looking out for your team. So maybe they study your team a little bit more and
I
then figure out.
think we just scrimmed Jeff's team way too much. We scrimmed his team like 3 times, man.
Yeah. But they came in second place,
Yeah.
Ocean 5. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And so because we had like the Bofu Bowl, right? We hosted a lot of custom games for people to like play with each other, get to know people, and kind of cultivate that community where people can kind of talk to each other, learn. And there's a lot of people that have gone and improved from being on different teams and having these captains and scrimming together. So it was really nice to see the feedback, what they liked about it, what they didn't, so we can make improvements. But I'm glad you had fun, Pogi, and I'm
We'll
glad
totally
you
do it
got to meet
again.
people. Huh?
I'll
You
totally do it
would?
again. Yeah. Of course.
Great, good. Yeah. So we'll have more, but come December, we will have Bofu Bowl Squid Game edition. So be on the
Pog.
lookout for that. Yeah.
It's also
That's
gonna be in League.
Yeah, it's League. It can be on the Rift, ARAM.
you don't know.
You don't know.
Hell, it could be TFT.
No, confirm. No.
Okay.
yeah.
That's way too different. No, I do not TFT. I know Pogi does though.
That's cool to hear that you're doing a
Addicted.
lot of stuff. Like, Riot, if you're listening here, sponsor. She needs a sponsor for her tournament. Actually, yeah, your community's been pretty. Yeah, you've built a good.
A great community.
Great
Yeah.
League of Legends community there.
Yeah, considering this is apparently one of the most toxic game you can play. I think we have some pretty wholesome people in the community,
Toxic?
so.
Me? Kiwi? Toxic?
Oh.
Yeah.
You know this girl Clip when she killed me in ARAM?
Yeah.
Talk about toxic.
Yeah. You just bullied Belinda. Jesus, Kiwi. What's
was
your
like-
problem?
I was just starting to play, and then this girl zoomed in, Clip like, look at this. I'm gonna kill Belinda. There's a clip of her killing me. She clipped it too.
She wants to film the crime scene.
Yeah, that sounds like a Kiwi.
Yeah, I don't know her. Sorry.
Oh
I was
God,
like
so funny.
2020 Kiwi. I'm different.
1 year difference. You'll probably do the same thing if you had the chance to do it
I don't
again.
League anymore. I only play TFT now. It's so sad.
Are you enjoying
I can't
TFT?
get it.
Are you enjoying TFT right now?
I'm doing the beta version of the double up.
Oh, I want to try that. I want to try
Yeah.
Is that a new? It's still TFT, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
It's
have
a
a
new
teammate.
mode that they put. Yeah.
Be my teammate.
Yeah. So that
Who
would
are
be
you- who are you
that'd be a
inviting?
good stream.
Oh, Belinda, be my teammate.
Oh, you're pointing, but I'm like here. So you
I
point.
was like,
I don't
Oh,
know
wait.
where you're pointing.
Oh,
so you're pointing
Oh,
here.
this way.
Yeah, I'm like up here.
Yeah.
On my screen up here.
Yeah, you're like here, my screen.
I played TFT one time. And it was just to get an emote. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
I will say that League players will do anything for emote or a skin.
It's such a good emote. It's the please emote I'm talking about. Oh.
Not very.
Actually, did all of you get all your Arcane stuff for the website
yes.
and everything?
Wait, by all, there's more, or there was just
there was
that
a
job?
lot. There was like a lot of things they were giving out of the Arcane
I
that
don't
Arcane
remember.
crossover website. So
I think I did.
It-
but, yeah.
yeah, I think I did. I hope I did. I can't remember. I think it's still open. So, speaking of Arcane, what did you guys think of Arcane? Actually, I like for me it was really well done. Actually,
Mhm. I love
considering
it.
if I was gonna from a third, like if I had to put myself outside, not knowing too much, and I actually don't know too much of the League of Legends lore. It was actually a very enjoyable animation there. So I was like, I was actually pretty impressed. I'm actually looking forward to the next season. I know Gilly's a movie connoisseur, and you don't know much about League either, too. So what did you think from outside?
Like I didn't expect it the way it was gonna be like shown. Like I didn't expect it to be like kind of dark in a way.
Yeah.
Like the animation, animation and like the voice acting is amazing.
The soundtrack too is pretty nice too.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack too.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know much of the lore either, though, right? So I told my friends as well, like you don't really have to play League or know the lore to watch it because they do such a good job building up the characters in the storyline, right?
Yeah.
And diving into the complexities, I think is probably one of my favorite shows, and I think they did such a good job building out the characters and making them so relatable. So I really like
Yeah.
the show.
Hoagie,
No, I
do you
enjoyed it.
know a lot about the lore? Do you or
I don't really look into
or
it, no.
no? Oh, okay. But you like the characters though, like
At
the character
first,
design.
well, I do like the character design. The only thing is, hopefully next season 2, there'll be like other champions. Like I want to see Miss Fortune in there. I'm a big Miss Fortune fan.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
don't
you
know
know what?
why. I love her. She's great. I
If
love.
you listen to episode 1, you'll understand why.
Oh my goodness.
She's
Um,
great.
Do you have a favorite character from this season?
I like Vi. I like Victor too. I
Um,
did not like
hmm?
Jace.
Who?
I mean, I like Jace, but like
Oh,
the Jace I know is more handsome, like more badass. You
Jesus,
know.
we're handsome. You didn't like the
in
okay, you didn't
Kogi's
like the
head.
animated one. Yeah.
He's not badass
You know what
enough.
yeah.
Honestly,
Kiwi?
I really liked Silco's character. I
You
really liked Silco's
sounds like
character.
Kiwi. Kiwi, you just love villains, don't you? You
No,
really
no, no,
love
no.
the villain.
I think his character is very like complex. Like
That's true.
especially in the season finale, like in the final episode,
Yeah.
I could not help myself from crying when
You cried.
I did cry. I cried in
Aw.
a few scenes actually, and most of them were scenes that Jinx were in because I feel like
Yeah.
it like her backstory is just so sad.
Yeah, it is
It's a
sad.
very tragic story.
Yeah.
But yeah, Silco was one. You're right. Like Silco was a very complicated
He
person because you
was.
thought he was just taking Jinx just to be manipulative, right? Like, okay, I have another pawn who's
No,
powerful, but
he
it really
genuinely
looked like he
cares about
genuinely loved
Very
her
No,
good daughter. Yeah.
as
he
a
freaking
daughter.
loves
Yeah,
her. He's like
yeah,
she's his daughter. Like he
yeah,
would never throw her under the bus. He always protected her. Like
yeah.
he even made it clear to her like everybody else, betrays us, but like
He
not.
protected her to a fault. Yeah, like
Yes, but also like I don't really think he knew how to control her. So like she was a very chaotic character.
yeah.
No, I really I like it broke my heart when he died.
Spoiler alert for those who didn't watch yet.
Spoiler alert! Oh yeah,
dude.
spoiler alert on that one. Really. Should have
God,
put it on
honestly,
another one.
if
He didn't die. What?
episode.
They respawned in 30 seconds.
No, like if for me that relationship Jinx and Silco was a classic toxic relationship that was it was
I
he was
don't
trying
think
to
it was
met
toxic.
no,
I
no, well,
don't think
like
it was
toxic in the way he meant well, but the way he was going about it was kind of the wrong way, I think, because he was keeping a lot of things from Jinx.
He did
So,
shield like
but he did shield her, yes,
but
but
he
it was
did not
kind of
know that Vi was alive, He told what the
but
what are they called? The enforcer dude
yeah,
to take
Marcus.
care like
yeah.
He told Marcus
Yeah.
to take care of Vi, and then that was the last time he heard of Vi, so he
Yeah.
genuinely thought Vi was dead, and that's what he told Jinx, like it was only when Vi popped up he knew that Jinx was not in a position to handle the news just because of what happened that day in that episode
But
where
he tried to kill her.
he tried
Yeah.
to kill Vi.
Yeah,
But
You know
exactly.
it was
See? That's a toxic relationship. I heard you tried to kill her, you kill her dad. Like, come on.
Yeah,
But
he accepted her in a way where Vi could not, in a way where like no one could accept her, like everybody in her life kind of, like called her like a Jinx, and basically Vi knew that things had changed since she was in prison. When she came back, she still tried to, like reconcile with Powder, the Powder that she knew, and she could not come to terms with the fact that her little sister has changed, whereas Silco understands the person that she is, and he like fully accept. I'm sorry, like I really do like their relationship, and I like his character, and like just the end scene when he was dying.
Spoiler!
They already know.
Oh, you told me the first time.
He was dying, and it was all because of Jinx. He still told her like, "Don't be sorry, you're perfect." I was like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
no. I see it. Yeah. It will be interesting where they go with it. Also because there's other lands also. So, we'll I forgot what the character's name was that was manipulating Jace.
Oh, Jackie Chan.
Mel. Mel.
The girl, yeah,
Mel, right?
oh yeah, yeah. Because she was from another land, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's other
Yeah.
areas in Piltor, right? So
Yeah.
we'll see like what other characters and
I really like
mi-
her a lot. I want to see her character develop more.
Hmm,
I thought she was very, because then he talks about the political aspects of it.
yeah.
So I really like her story and like where she comes from with how she was exiled. She's very clever and cunning. But I do think she means well. Just kind of seeing from what I saw for season.
Mhm.
What are you guys' thoughts on Kate and Vi's relationship?
Sexy. I like it.
Oh, I was just like when they were in the brothel house.
Yeah.
I was just like, she went like, "Duh," and I was like, "Oh, are they having a moment?" I was just like, "Is that a
No, it's
moment we're
acting.
gonna see?" Uh-huh.
They're very
Uh-huh.
good together.
Yeah, I was just like, "Oh, here we go." I'm waiting for all the shipping. So we'll see. But I
Yeah.
know a lot of people. I was thinking a lot
I
of
mean, they
people are
left
gonna be
off a really
happy about
big
this.
cliffhanger. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Like, I don't know if something magical happens where, spoiler, no one got hurt, but
Yeah.
you kind of don't know, so we'll see. But then we did get to see like a preview of, from season 2 about the voiceovers of what they were saying. I think it was Jinx and Kate and Vi's voices. So I'm really excited about season 2. I love all the characters, and they also did some foreshadowing. If you guys
Oh,
caught
say
something,
it.
someone in a lab. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Timo.
Timo.
maybe a bigger,
Timo.
bigger and furrier. Maybe. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I think this is one of my favorite shows from 2021. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would.
The storyline, like the whole story of the Arcane is actually similar to if you ever watched the Expanse, because what I love about Expanse and what I love about Arcane is that you have two different sides of the story,
Mhm.
right? So Expanse has kind of the same thing. It's where you kind of have the people forgotten, right? And they have their own little internal squabbling going on, and then you have these other people in this more privileged world, and making higher decisions for the greater good, and they're having their squabble, but then it kind of intertwines. So if anybody loves Arcane, I think they would. If you ever, it's on Amazon Prime. If you ever start, like, Expanse is a sci-fi show, but the writing is very, very good. You'll find out like sci-fi is kind of like the sci-fi spaceship fighting thing is actually a secondary to the actual story. So if you really liked Arcane, check out Expanse because it has almost the same kind of vibe going on, and character development and all that is it's really good. So you start getting invested in it, just like
How
Arcane.
many
So
how many seasons is it? Is it live action or is it
it's live
animated?
action. It's already like three
Oh,
4 seasons on there, but it's worth it. It's like it's one
okay.
of
How
those
many
things
how
that
many episodes per season?
I
It's
don't
like this is like an
know.
investment. You know what I'm saying? You said 4.
I
Like
no, I know
okay,
it's an investment. I
yeah.
don't I can't remember.
Wait, is
But
the series
but
over?
the last season is actually being shown next year.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
there's only
So
5 seasons total. Then.
something. I can't
Uh,
remember now. But I just remember that, like the whole story was really good. Every time I'd go back and I'd be like,
yeah,
"Oh, Expanse is happening," and
got
you
it.
just start getting like, "Oh, what is it?" It's like the
Mhm.
twists and the turns and everything, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? So it's yeah. So
Yeah. No, I agree with
I
you. I think that's one of the reasons I really like Arcane because the problems they're facing is so complex, right? And I didn't think they could dive into such complexities of the struggles that they're facing between these two, Zahn and Piltover, right? And the political climax, and then the character development and how they affect the whole storyline.
yeah.
And based on whose perspective you're looking at, there aren't any true villains because they're all trying to fight
Yeah.
for something that they believe in, right? Which
Yeah.
is why it's so complex. And I appreciated that they dived into that, which is why I'm so excited for season 2. And I'm really excited that Riot's going in and trying to dabble with different things, like doing this. And then I kind of also went into reading some of like the interviews, how they're really intentional about the music as well. They didn't want to do. They were talking about how they wanted to make music. Go with the storyline, not an afterthought, but a pre-thought with the story that they were trying to make. So I liked how intentional they were doing that. So I think the soundtrack is awesome, and the animation, the voice acting, everything about it. I'm obviously a big fan of this show. So yeah, I'm really
You know
excited.
what? Game adaptations have never really gotten really like. I can't name another good game adaptation right now.
Yeah,
Like
but
off
I
the
don't know
top of my
anything about the
head,
lore. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I can't think of a movie or a TV show that had a good that was adapted from a game. Like
Oh, Donkey
that's
Kong.
been really.
Don't remember that TV show back in the day? I was lit.
No.
Oh, the Witcher is a game
The
first,
Witcher
right?
was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I
that
heard
was
The
good.
Witcher's good. I didn't watch it. I
Yeah, I
heard a
heard
lot of
people
people
like
did
that
like
game.
the
Yeah.
Witcher.
So yeah, because I've never played a Witcher. I just know
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
game first, right? And then
Yeah.
they
yeah,
made it to the
yeah.
show, and
Because even like
um,
Resident Evil, it was kind of okay. I can't think of another one right now. Sonic.
I'm being
Although
serious about.
people,
Oh wait,
people love
Sonic's
the Sonic
trash.
movie. No, people actually generally love the Sonic movie.
Hey, it's not that bad.
No, and even Pokemon was. What did I remember? Pokemon one. I was okay with it.
Wait, which Pokemon are you talking about?
The movie, the live action movie.
Oh wait,
There's a live
what is
action.
it, live action? Wait.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
Pokemon live action. Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah, that I actually
That-
like that movie.
That was not too bad. That was not too bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But
No
that's
more-
like, okay.
But I
Alright.
will say that I will say this is that it was definitely better than Blizzard's effort with Warcraft. Because the Warcraft
I'm
movie was
never
not yeah, the Warcraft movie was like
No.
like I was around the Warcraft. I didn't play WoW per se, but I know friends who did, and they didn't really like the movie adaptation of Warcraft. So Arcane was a lot better. Because I think I always put Warcraft like Warcraft and League of Legends together because it kind of was League of Legends was kind of born out of Warcraft. So
And now it's over here now, and this is
yeah,
Blizzard.
Blizzard is they're Blizzard Activision. They are a hot mess right now, and it's I do hope conditions improve for those guys.
Does Valorant and their what do you call them, agents? Do they have lures?
Yes,
There's
there's a
a
story
story.
where yeah, something about an accident. They were messing around with teleportation, and an accident happened, and it split like realities, or you get to access another reality. So that's why you go against yourself because the other person on the other side is a copy or from of another dimension. And so that's why everything is fractured. Like you see the maps are floating and then there's these
Gotcha.
portals everywhere. It's because some kind of accident happened and yeah, now people are going into other worlds. And that's why there's kind of a like the characters like there's a Reina, there's a good Reina, an evil Reina per se, and yeah, and all this beef happening between stories. It's actually growing pretty good. There's little secrets here and there in each map. I know that in the practice range, if you go to the below the firing range, there's one of the characters' office is Brimstone's office. There's all these little secret things, and they update it every season. And you can all this like emails and audio stuff. So Yeah, Riot's doing a pretty good job making with the lore and everything. I
Yeah.
hope. I know they're making a fighting game. They just announced that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too busy.
MMO, right?
Well, yeah, I know. I'm waiting for the MMO. I think a lot of people are waiting for the MMO because I think the character design. A lot of people love the character design, and they're just waiting for like something like that.
Do you guys remember when they first announced all these games? I felt like it was just recently, but maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think
I
it
think
was
it was-
2 years ago. 2 or
Yeah.
3 years
I
ago.
think it was shorter. I think it was about a year
It
ago.
wasn't last year, no.
Year and a
I don't
half.
think
I think
so.
a year and a half.
Because they
But
announced
anyways.
the MMO, they announced Valorant, they announced the fighting
fighting game.
game. I think they also they didn't mention Arcane. I don't think they mentioned the TV show, but
No, they did
Arcane
mention.
yeah, they did.
they did.
Like,
They did, but they only showed story.
Oh yeah, a small clip of Vi and yeah. I remember.
Yeah, and they did, and they showed all the concept,
Yeah.
story concept art. So, yeah, they're a busy little company. Like they're not.
Busy.
It's funny. They're not big. Like not a lot of people like know them like Activision or Electronic Arts, but they're doing a lot.
But just seeing them from like before till now was pretty crazy, man. Never expected. Like
Yeah.
how League was season 1 to season 2, and how they're bringing it to like
Yeah.
Netflix and bringing other games to it. It's pretty impressive.
There's
Where-
a documentary on Netflix on League of Legends, and they show how Riot started and how like the first like tournament was in some like conference room.
yeah.
That was
oh,
also it was like, and now they're just like, well,
They're selling
before COVID,
they're selling out Madison Square Garden, which is
Garden,
sick.
yeah,
Yeah.
stadium. Well, they just announced their finals. It's like it's a tour. It's like Toronto, New York, LA or something like that.
San
So-
Francisco.
San Francisco, that's it. Yeah,
They were
So-
supposed to do that this year, but
COVID,
they
yeah.
had to cancel it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Mhm.
Kind of weird how a game brought us all together.
Yeah. When did you guys
Our little company.
start playing League? Like, when were you introduced to League of Legends? I want to like know like.
Well, if you listen to episode 1 of the GNL podcast, you can.
Wait, where can you listen to the GNL podcast?
Yeah, Gilly.
oh, on anchor.fm/Goodnight Legions dash. I messed up.
Oh God!
Okay, if you click on our link tree,
here we
it's
go.
there.
Okay.
You're getting
Good
better.
afternoon.
You're getting better and better.
Okay, wait, let me do the
Wait,
Anchor
wait,
video.
wait,
Anchor
wait.
is free and download it App Store today. We're sponsored.
Wow. It's getting,
Wow.
dude, can you just type it out and just have it right in front of you? It'll be more
Well, it has
fun.
to be different every time. It has to be different
We'll
every
It's
cue
time.
getting-
in.
well, it's getting better and better.
Edit in there.
It's better and better. Oh yeah. So when did everyone start playing?
I think it was 2018.
Hmm.
Because when I discovered Lily Pichu, she was playing this game called League of Legends, and I was just like, "Oh, what is this game?"
Mhm.
And I started playing. It, but I got to a point where I got frustrated, and I didn't have a community like Belinda's to culture to actually help me along. But I'm actually starting to get back into it because Gilly started getting into it. So, but
Oh, okay. Let me
yeah.
know. I'm always on there.
well, I was a support at first, kind of ADC also, and now I've turned into a jungler. So, yeah, but that was 2018. So, Gilly is this year, right?
No, I
That you
played
kinda
in, I think
started?
around 2014, 2015. I played like 3 games. And I just quit for like so many years.
Oh no.
Because I was more of an Overwatch main at the time.
Mhm.
And then I quit Overwatch to play Valorant. So,
Did you
The
get into
Arcane-
Heroes of the Storm?
no. But I heard it's kind of the same
Yeah.
concept.
It was kind of the same concept.
Yeah.
A couple of my
Yeah.
friends. I actually, MOBA wise, it was Heroes of the Storm
Mhm.
that I started with, but then I transferred to League. So
I can only play Summoner's Rift because ARAM and the other like games aren't that like competitive for me.
Yeah, it could be competitive.
Oh,
Oh, ARAM?
It could be competitive.
really? ARAM's
I
not
get-
competitive to you?
I don't think so.
You just need to
I
play a
mean,
little
it's
bit
one
more.
it's one
Shout out
map,
to
right?
Liddy.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
some
true.
people love it, some people don't.
Yeah.
I started
And
at
there's the
towards the end
randomness.
of 2019.
Oh my
I
god.
think someone told
started.
me that like people play ARAM because Summoner's Ref is too tilting sometimes.
Yeah, like ARAM is more chill, right? There's
Yeah.
like because it's random, nothing to it.
Yeah.
The Rift, there's just a lot of things that can happen, and there's micro play and macro play, and
There's a lot with Summoner's Rift.
yeah. So, but
I
ARAM
think
is like
it's
if I'm just trying to just play just to learn different champs, maybe I'll just play ARAM. But I love the Rift. That's where for me, like in terms of what you mean, like more competitive, like that's where the strategies and everything kind of happen. So,
like green stuff.
but I started at the end of 2019. So, and I
Oh, okay.
play ADC for very short. I actually played a lot of AD. I only played Kate.
Caitlyn.
For
Oh.
I
That's
only
why we met you,
I had-
right? You just played Caitlyn at the
Yeah,
time.
around that.
Yeah, I
No,
had
I
a-
thought you were doing support at the time with what's your name?
I mean, I switched over to support, but I did play Caitlyn
switch for
because I
support.
played I went up against Rai 1v1 and I beat him.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Talk your shit.
Not
Say it
even
again.
here to defend himself.
I beat him. Yeah. I beat him wearing the pool party Kate costume too, and I beat him with the pulse fire because I told him that was better. So even better.
Wait, okay, so Kiwi,
Pulse
when
fire.
did you start playing?
So I think
pro.
it was
She
I
lied to
started
me. She
playing
kicked my ass.
when Zach was released. So I think it was like early 2013.
Oh, is that earlier than
Um,
you, Bogie, or around the same time?
No, it was earlier.
I remember I was 14. I was still in high school.
Oh my god, don't put
Um,
age.
I was
Don't put age into
it's like almost 10 years ago, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. The guy I was like my first friend that I made. He was really into the game, and so he introduced me to the game, and I started playing it, and I sucked so much. The first character I played was actually Miss Fortune Rebel. I really liked her. Like I think
she's hot. I mean, great. She's great.
yeah, no, she's great. She's great. And then it was still during the years of like AP Master Yi. I don't know if you guys remember
Yeah, dude, those are good
broken Yi was.
times.
So yeah, I would duo rank with my boyfriend, and he would play AP Yi, and I don't know what I played. I don't actually remember what I
Weren't
was
you in a
into.
competitive league team as well?
Yes.
Yes, she was.
Yes. But I was
Okay.
so obsessed with the league when I was in high school. Like really, really obsessed. Like I would stay in and play league till like 4 a.m. on the weekends, and I would wake up and I would play league from like 9 a.m. to like 4 a.m. again.
Yes.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
obsessed.
I was too.
I wasted so much of my time and life on this goddamn game. And when I was in university, I was still obsessed. Like I played League obsessively for probably like 3-4 years. And I got to university, and these girls reached out to me. Like I really do think League brings people together, and they form like really great communities. Like these girls reached out to me through Facebook. They're like, "Hey, like we heard from like friends that you play League. Like you're a pretty good rank. Would you like to join like our girls team?" So I said yes. We practiced. We competed in the like national high like girls competition, and we came first. So it was pretty good.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
was
but
your
we
Almost
only
a
name?
we
pro
only did it for
player.
2 years. And then most of the girls on my team, they graduated university and they got jobs, so they couldn't do it anymore.
Life happens.
And I was the only
Things
one
are
that was left,
adulting.
and I was like, God damn, I'm so addicted to this game.
What does this say
so
about
funny.
you?
And then I graduated and I got a job, and I understood. I was like, all right, yeah, no, it's time to put this behind me. So
Oh no.
I'm the opposite. I started playing after graduating. If I play, I told because my friends told me to play, and I was like, if I play this game, and I know I have an addictive personality, I was like, I will never finish college. So I didn't play it until after.
That's good. That's good. That's good mindset. I'm
No,
glad you
I
had.
played this
I
game
think-
so much.
I think it's really great playing during college because like you have so much time when you're in college. C's that
I
get
didn't have
degrees.
any time.
C's get degrees.
No.
It does.
I had no like my last year of college. I took 24 credit hours. I don't know if you guys like that's a regular credit hour is like 14. I took 10 more, and you had to get that approved. I was dancing and teaching and working and have an internship. There's just no way I could play
Mhm.
League with all that.
That would be crazy.
You're doing it right now.
Now I'm doing it. Now, yeah, I'm doing it now. Yeah.
I'm just fair now, you know. Like she's already done. Like,
But I don't go to school anymore, so we're good. I just took that out.
Work, school, same thing.
No,
Belinda,
God.
Belinda, you on a work day, you be playing League till like 4 a.m.
Don't
Same.
hurt this.
It's the same thing. That's what I did during college as well. I played till
That
like
is so bad.
3 a.m., 4 a.m.
No,
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore.
I do-
Only on the weekends.
only on weekends.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at your match history.
I
Yeah.
felt like the reason why I stayed up playing it so late was because I feel that I was better at like 4 in the morning, but also like
Because everyone is sleeping, so you take advantage.
everyone was like sleep deprived, and that was like my time to shine because my sleep schedule was so messed up that
Oh.
4 in the morning was just like prime time for me. I was like, yeah.
I think the reason why we stayed up late is because we can never like end the night with an L. We can't lose. So we just like constantly lose until like 3 a.m. until we get a W. That's when we end.
I
That's-
mean,
No,
Rebel,
you still keep going. I was like, I can't just win off of that.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God.
too. Yeah, that too.
It's so bad.
I think
One more game. One last
one
game.
more game. Yeah, you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
you have a lot of losing streak, Rebel. You lose a lot in League.
No,
Wait, what's
No.
everyone's ranks?
You were just saying like one more game, you can't end on a loss.
no, I could end in a loss now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could end a loss. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone play rank still? No.
No, I
I
don't
just
play
yeah,
League.
I started playing ranked. My MMR sucks. It's awful.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
this season I'm gonna change my role and not play support, and I'm gonna.
What are you gonna play?
Oh,
Top?
ADC.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when I peaked. I peaked plat 3, plat 2, playing ADC.
Cool.
Then yeah, I was very
Support's tough.
insecure.
Yeah.
Wait.
Support's tough to rank by yourself. So I finally got a duo partner. 'Cause
You
it's
play
awful.
duos now?
You know, Pogi, I was so upset with Pogi because I refused to play duo, and then he broke my streak because he invited me to a game. And I thought it was a norms game, and it was a fucking ranked game, and I was so mad at him.
Baby,
Sure.
I was so, you know what? I cried.
did you really?
Yes, I was so upset. Because I was so angry. I called my friend. I was like, "This motherfucker, he invited me to a ranked game."
Good times. I remember that day. That day was hilarious.
I was so upset with Pogi.
Dude,
Oh,
I never played normals. I always play rank.
And I only started playing rank, but I only exclusively, and this was a year ago, I only exclusively wanted to play by myself. So when he invited me, I didn't know because I didn't look. I was like, oh my God.
You didn't look until you saw the minus 10 LP.
Oh no.
I was
Good
like,
times.
what is this? I was like, did
Oh,
I
no.
just play rank with you? I was like, oh my God. So
Good
technically my first rank game ever was with, like, in terms of a duo, was freaking Pogi.
Great experience, by the way. Great experience.
I was so upset. The worst part is we lost. I was like, oh my God.
I think we were like
Work.
I think I was working at the same time too. I'm not sure. Was that on a
Oh my
weekend?
God.
I don't
Oh my
remember.
God. I don't know, man. I was just very upset. But
Well-
yeah, no, ranking as a support player is really tough.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's hard to it's hard to climb. But I don't know. I don't like duoing because like I want to do it by myself. Like knowing that I could do it by myself. If I lose,
Yeah,
I lose.
it's
But
easier if you play a lane like well if you want an ADC, I think that's also tough, right? Because
yeah,
you are reliant on your support. So I think for me, from just experience, if you wanted to really solo, you have to have like a lane you can really carry. And if you ADC, you're reliant on your support to make sure they don't mess up because support's going to help you through laning phase, right? But if you play mid or top, you have more control because in that way it's just really more 1v1 and with the potential ganks that could happen. But my gosh, it's so tough because if you're gonna do ADC, it's just a little bit tougher because you have to rely on your support when you do that.
All right, guys. I'm opening up an application for my support player. So whoever wants to duo with me.
Oh, me, Seraphine.
Oh, mine is Gilly.
Also, my experience as well though is now that I do not do it with an ADC. So the reason I don't
Really?
do it, with an ADC, so I don't.
Is
do
it jungler?
No, any lane but ADC. The reason I do that is because if everyone else gets fed in any of the maps, any of the lanes, right? But we're doing well. Even when we come out of laning phase, we're still under level because we're sharing our XP, right? So it doesn't matter if you're doing well. You'd have to go collect the bounty because you're already kind of behind because everyone else is feeding. So that's why if I know I'm gonna help my ADC out in my lane, and if I can't, then I'll be roaming around the map to help the other laners out as a support player. So I just need it. It needs to be the jungler, mid or top for me, because I duo with an ADC, and it literally sucks when we come out of laning phase and everyone else fed, and you now have a really fed mid laner from the other enemy team, or a really fed like jungler, and it's really hard to come back. It's not impossible. It's just a lot
Make it
harder.
harder. Yeah.
Yeah, so I recommend. I don't know. It's up to you. You try and see what you like, but
for me,
that's from my experience.
when I play ADC and I have a support that's like doesn't do anything, I'm like, oh my god, I'm stuck here for 15 minutes.
So that's why I recommend jungle probably because that's a jungle or mid laner because it can
like,
at least roam to you.
I want to win lane. I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
For any
tough.
support players out there, holler at me.
Okay.
Hit him up. Slide into his DMs.
Yeah.
Cool. We're actually hitting the almost 2-hour mark.
Oh, jeez.
But I think it's good because we haven't talked to each other in a very long time. I think the last time all of us were in the call was probably happy hour. Probably. I don't remember. Not
I
sure.
don't remember when the last happy hour was. It was a long. Seems like a long time ago, but it could have been like
last year.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time we did the happy hour, but that's very long ago. I consider long ago last year. So
Yeah.
it was great catching up with you guys.
Thank you for being our guest, hanging out with us. Belinda, any updates? As far as or in the next couple weeks, months, what to expect other than the Squid Game Bofu Bowl Squid Game edition?
In the couple months.
Or something, whatever is ahead that you want to
Yeah. So we're gonna do Bofu Bowl Squid Game edition in December, and then for the Bofu Bowl, we're gonna have the actual Bofu Bowl for spring season. Gonna be in March or April, and then we're gonna have a fall season in September. So we'll have those coming up for the year, and then those are just like the big things I would be doing. I have a couple other things planned, but don't know exactly just yet what I'll be doing. So more to come.
Anything with the SKZ family?
So I'm working on a dance project that I was supposed to release this year, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. So we'll probably release it next year. So I'm gonna try to do more choreography. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that more, probably collaborating a little bit more with Peter. But yeah, I think just kind of doing our own thing. I think we really want to put out more content in terms of dance content, like ours, right? Because I think what we've been doing a lot is learning people's choreo, but we want to make sure we can also like continue challenging yourself creatively and bring out original content, like original choreography. So I have a project I was supposed to do, but haven't finished it. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, probably different things to come next year. So
Hopefully, I hope we can actually get the SKZ family. We definitely, I know that we want to kind of do a not like a streamer spotlight, but just but with all of you guys. I think
ooh,
that would be a cool,
that
interesting,
would be
like
fun.
to find out like origin story, how you guys got together and all that. So
Yeah,
hopefully
I
we
think
can
it'd be
get that.
cool.
Yeah, I think that would be cool to
We could
hopefully
get
we can do that too
yeah, we can
together.
get us in like the same room so that way, and then we can all interact. So I think it'd be fun. We don't have to. Yeah, I think.
Squeeze into this Discord like
Yeah, like so many of us, you know.
It has to be like a
But
talk show kind of scene. Like you have to be a row and the row behind,
yeah,
and everyone has to be
basically.
suited up. Like,
But I think it'd be
Um,
fun. I think that's something
yeah,
they would love to
yeah,
do. So just
yeah.
you let me know and we can set it up.
Yeah. You've always been a good friend to the community, so thank you. We
Of
love your
course,
support,
yeah.
and we love supporting you on
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I was also this is my second podcast I've ever been a part of. I was part of another one where I gave you guys a shout out because you know, in terms of building communities and all that stuff, you guys' community was one of the first ones that I joined and really got to connect with people and kind of branch out and meet people and make relationships and find people to play with and stuff like that. So thank you guys for having
well,
me on
thank
your
you.
podcast. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Kiwi. Anything? So of course the restaurant is always ongoing. But anything else happenings in the Kiwi world?
Um, Kiyokiwi World, not really. I haven't streamed in over a month. Been very busy with just things that are happening in real life. Like, you know, I've adopted a dog. He's a puppy. He needs
She's
a
a
lot of
dog mom.
training. I've also started French classes again, but this time they're in real life, so they're not
Oh,
online anymore. So I actually have
oh.
to go to class, and that's
And
like
not draw.
Yeah.
yeah, and not draw on the side and like have French on another screen. But yeah, that is like from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's
God damn.
I get home pretty late, and if I work during the day at the restaurant, then I work from like 9 to 3 p.m. So like I have very full days right now.
Yeah.
On top of that, and then I've got the dog as well. So
We'll see
Is
you
it? Are
in
you
New
still
York.
doing art and stuff, or
of
is it
course,
just
like
kind of?
I'm always doing art. I do find like it's very therapeutic for me to kind
Yeah.
of sit down and work on something that I enjoy working on. Like for Belinda, it's her dance. Like for me, it's my art. It's kind of like an outlet where I get to just kind of like be in my own zone and just sit down and just draw.
Yeah.
It's really nice. So
Yeah. I saw some of the emotes that you were kind of working on your stories. So
there's some weird ones. There's always some weird ones, but
yeah.
those are the funnest to draw. Like
You make some great emotes. I will say that.
All my
thanks.
emos comes from Kiwi.
No, they don't. You have so many other artists as well.
Well,
You gotta
not
give them
really.
credit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most
Oh,
of my stuff is from Kiwi though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, again, thank you for you've always been supporting our community. Also, to those who don't know, our GNL logo was actually developed with Kiwi. So thank you.
Thank
For
you for coming to me.
yeah. So we always love your support. Um, Gilly, anything other than Vegas, Mr. Jet Set? Anything else
Nothing
going on?
much.
This guy's
Maybe
I
everything.
know
stream a
that you've
little
been
bit.
doing a little bit of the league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's back and forth between League and Valorant.
Yeah,
I do want to play League ranked though.
Yeah.
Everyone's
oh, well,
everybody.
there's so many people you can play with in my community.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
bronze though. I'm probably bronze. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you
There's a
are.
lot of people you can play with.
No, you're not.
Well,
Valorant
you
skills do not
still,
transfer.
are you still aiming for the mortal for Valorant? Is it the mortal run still going?
I just play whenever like I can. I guess like ranked, but I mostly play with like I guess like with the community.
Although just before we got before you leave, there was a crazy game you have to explain that you were you were with a bunch of immortals or something like that. It was that screenshot.
Oh yeah, I was the only diamond in the lobby. I was like wondering why my whole lobby is immortals.
Holy
The immortal
yeah.
threes.
How
Did you pop
was
off?
that?
I actually I think I activated.
Yeah, was that just a
You
ranked
put your
game?
pants
Was that a
on?
ranked game?
It was a ranked game. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna lose this game, dude. No way." So I tried to
Oh, wow.
FF midway through, but we came
Couldn't.
back.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Good
All
job,
right.
Gilly.
Pogi?
Gotta lay low until GillyCon too. So
Okay.
yeah, nothing. No
You've been messing
plugs.
with the TFT. I've seen that. Yeah. A little
Yeah,
bit.
I just want to let you guys know I was in a TFT game and I was, top frag, and I had to surrender because to start this. So just remember
Here we
that.
go.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
That's the title. Pogi surrenders CFT.
CFT for half.
Yeah, we're trying to get diamond again. We're trying to get diamond.
Nice. And I will be continuing
Halo.
well, yeah, Halo. So I've been playing a lot of Halo lately. It's been actually pretty fun. Had a couple clips and stuff. So more Halo stuff. I haven't played Valorant in a while actually, so I need to get some XP going. But yeah, and then GNL, we do have in the month we have a Christmas stream. What's the
Yes.
date of that again?
Oh, let me check.
It's somewhere. It's there.
It's somewhere. Check our
It's-
GNL Discord.
Yeah.
We have an announcement. Actually, in our GNL Discord, we do have the events.
Yep.
In the events tab. So thank you, Discord, for putting that. That actually helps out a lot.
And then we have a ARAM tournament coming up as well.
Oh yes, we have an ARAM turn also. So,
Nice.
That's not out yet, right?
Um,
The sheet
Not yet. I
haven't-
think maybe
this week.
by
this
the
week.
time you guys are listening to
It'll probably
this
be out.
podcast, it's probably out. So, but yes, thank you guys, everyone here, and thank you for listening. And we will see you next episode. We will have one more episode before.
One
GillyCon, I
more
think.
before GillyCon.
One more before that, and then we'll hopefully have a follow up as long as everyone has come back from Vegas alive. So again, thank you. Stay safe out there. A lot of things I know has been happening. I know around my hood, there's been a couple of storms. So stay safe out there, and we love you. Thanks for supporting you, and see you at the next podcast. Have a
Deuces.
good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.